So hello there and welcome back to the channel. This is Mel's Gaming here with another The Hunter Call of the Wild video. Now this video is going to be all about different trophy ducks here on Raventuli Coast. I have had some really good luck lately with getting some different trophy ducks, and we're starting off here with a level 3 Eurasian Teal. Now this guy actually has my favourite of the common plumage types for the Eurasian Teal, which is the light green plumage type, and this guy is absolutely beautiful. I never get tired of seeing these guys. They are just absolutely stunning. 354.32 score, so not too bad, but just a beautiful duck. Now, in the same multiplayer session, I went and set up some decoys in another location, and another level 3 Eurasian Teal came in. This time, this is the dark green plumage type. Again, absolutely stunning. Not my personal favourite, as I said, I actually prefer the light green, but this guy is also just absolutely gorgeous. He scores 354.01, so smaller than the previous diamond, but still a lovely diamond to end up getting. Sticking with Eurasian Teal, and we have another level 3 out here at these decoys. And like I said, I never get tired of seeing level 3 Eurasian Teal. I hope one day that maybe I'd get lucky enough to find a rare level 3, because you do seem to see a lot of level 3 Eurasian Teal, and a super rare for one of these guys would be just a absolute dream trophy for me. They have some incredibly beautiful rares. They're just stunning birds. Now, this guy is a 355.16, so not a whole lot above that diamond requirement. Again, that dark green plumage type, but still just a lovely trophy to end up getting. Now moving on to a different species of duck, and we have a level 3 goldeneye here on the Duck Island, as I call it, down in the very south of the reserve. This is one of my favourite spots to set up decoys. It is just such a hot spot for all of the different duck species, and here we've ended up getting a nice sized diamond goldeneye. Now this guy scores 1257.19 when the diamond requirement is 1230, so he's actually a really good sized diamond. And I think this would make him either one of my biggest or even perhaps my biggest overall diamond for goldeneye, and I was super happy to end up getting that trophy. But now, moving on to the rest of the video, and we have an absolute ton of rare ducks, which are some of my favourite trophies in the game. If you've watched the channel at all, you'll know that getting the rares for the duck species and geese and stuff, that's something I really love, because they just are a bit harder to find in general. And yeah, we have a lot of rares to go through in this video. Starting off with this guy. This is an Eclipse Eurasian Wigeon, and these guys are so cool looking. This guy is actually a gold, and I believe this makes him my biggest ever by quite a bit, but just a really cool looking rare. If you don't know what Eclipse means, basically it's the transition plumage between the bright showy breeding plumage and the sort of duller winter plumage that males have, and it's a thing in real life. It is called Eclipse plumage. You can go and Google it. It's a really cool thing, and it's really cool to see it represented in game. So if you see a male duck in game that kind of looks like a female like this, then you're probably looking at an Eclipse. And moving on to the next clip, we have another Eclipse male. Now this guy is only a level 1, but again an Eclipse Eurasian Wigeon, and they just look so cool because of the sort of brown female colour feathers actually coming through the grey colour which the males have, especially on the back. I think it makes for such a cool looking pattern. Really awesome looking rare, and just really cool. Again, I think a super rare of one of these guys would be so awesome. Now, this next clip is a really interesting one. So you can see we have a good number of ducks here landed at these decoys, and there are actually 2 female rares. That is a Leucistic female Eurasian Wigeon, and over here we have a Leucistic female Eurasian Teal. Now, I knew that if I took a shot at either one of these Leucistic females at that distance, I was going to end up spooking all of the other birds there. I was way too close. So what I ended up doing was crawling away to, I think it was between 180, 190 meters, something like that, and then very carefully just spacing out my shot times, actually taking them both there with the 22. And you can see what happens is when you're at that kind of distance, one shot with the 22 basically will just make all the birds go alert. So I was able to take one with one shot from the 22, wait for the other birds to calm down, and then take the second Leucistic female. So here we now have both Leucistic females, thanks to Cerberus, our retriever, actually bringing them over for us. And that's really cool to see. And this was a cool sort of trophy shot to get of my retriever with two different Leucistic ducks. That's really, really cool. Now, you'll notice both of these Leucistic females have very similar coloration, even though they're two different species. So starting off with the Leucistic female Eurasian Wigeon, and you can see sort of the browns and yellow colours in the feathers, and they actually almost end up having sort of a golden coloration to them. They're very, very pretty, very different looking to the males, but very obvious when you see them in the flock. They're so much paler looking than any other female. Really, really cool to end up getting this beautiful Leucistic female. Then moving over to the second Leucistic female, and we have the Leucistic Eurasian Teal. And once again, you can see, like I said, those golden brown colour feathers. And again, they really stick out amongst the flock. Such a, different and unique coloration compared to a common female. And I think actually that they're very, very, very beautiful. And, even though it's not the trophy males, which I know that's the thing that a lot of people are looking for, I actually enjoy getting the different rare females too, because they are so different from the males. And that's such a cool thing with the waterfowl species, is that you can get rare females and they're equally as cool trophies. And sticking with the theme of Leucistic female Eurasian Teal, we actually have another one here, actually a level 2 female. And here we're going to get a really good look at just how beautiful these guys are. I mean, look at the plumage on this female. This is what I'm talking about. It's not just all about the males and the rare males and the big trophy males with duck species and bird species in this game. You can get a female that is equally as beautiful as some of those rare males. And this is just such a good example of that, I feel. Just absolutely stunning. What a gorgeous, gorgeous bird. And like I said, once again, it is another Leucistic female Eurasian Teal. Really, really cool. I've ended up with a lot of Leucistic female Eurasian Teal, but up until this point, I had never shot a Leucistic male. And actually going back on a different server, once again to Duck Island, and after setting up the decoys, we have another Leucistic female Eurasian Wigeon, which is just crazy. Like I have wanted a Leucistic male Eurasian Wigeon for the longest time, basically since Ravontuuli released. And all I've had in terms of rare males had been blue hybrids, which are really, really rare, and that was really cool to end up getting a few blue hybrids. But I really wanted to get, some Leucistic males, because they look really, really cool too. And this, one of my dream trophies was to get a Leucistic male Eurasian Wigeon. But the females are really, really beautiful too. So really happy to end up getting all of those gorgeous, gorgeous ducks. Now, sticking with the theme of gorgeous ducks, and we actually have a rare male mallard. This is a melanistic male mallard, and honestly, in terms of beauty, this is one of the most beautiful rares in the game, as far as I'm concerned. I am so glad that these guys are now a proper rare, because melanistic mallards used to not be very rare at all, but nowadays they are a proper rare. You do not see many of them, and they are absolutely stunning. I mean, look at the colours in those feathers. They're not just that dark black colour. They have all these blues and greens shining in those feathers. They are just... The iridescence is amazing. The devs did such an incredible job with the models for these guys. They are absolutely beautiful. And I was really excited to end up getting another melanistic for these guys, because like I said, they are just absolutely stunning. And, getting them now, like I said, feels like a real achievement, whereas they didn't used to be so rare. So getting them now for me is a lot more exciting, and, since they got the model update with Ravontuuli Coast, they're just so much more beautiful. Really an incredible looking bird. And they obviously stick out like a sore thumb amongst the flock, just a pure black bird. Just absolutely really, really cool. And I think the mallard trophies maybe go a little bit under the radar and a little bit underappreciated, but the melanistics are just absolutely incredible. Now, moving on to the next clip, and we have a rare that I had never seen before in this game. That is a Leucistic male Eurasian Wigeon. I had never ever seen a Leucistic male Wigeon in this game, and I was so excited when I saw this guy come in and land. What an amazing looking bird. Like, just wow. Again, sort of the similar sort of goldenish colour that the females have, but it's got this sort of white stripe down the head. That is just an amazing looking duck. And like I said, I'd never seen a Leucistic male. All of the Leucistics I had gotten for Eurasian Wigeon had all been females. So seeing this guy was so exciting. And not only that, but he's a really good score as well. He is a gold, which is just absolutely fantastic. What a cool looking bird. Like, just wow. And there's a couple of different variations for the Leucistic males. And I've got to say, after actually comparing them, I think this one's my favourite. I just really love the white stripe that goes down the head. That is just awesome. What a cool looking bird. I just love this about duck hunting. I'm sorry, I'm so passionate about it. But you put out the decoys and you sit there and you wait as different flocks come in. And then you just see one that just looks so different from all the others and gets your heart racing. And that's something I just love about hunting the ducks in this game and trying to get all these different rares. And they're just so beautiful. Like, I think, again, that the models and stuff for the ducks just go so underappreciated. They're really amazing. And the rares for all of the different ducks are just so pretty. Like, that is a really gorgeous bird. I mean, just absolutely amazing looking. I'm just so stoked that I ended up getting this guy. What a cool trophy. Now, this next duck, which we're going to shoot right here before it disappears behind that rock, is actually one of my dream duck trophies. And when she came in and landed, I could not believe what I was looking at. Now, once again, like I was saying, having the differences between the male and female rares makes duck hunting cool. Now, this was a species where I specifically wanted a female rare because they look so awesome. This is a Leucistic female tufted duck, and they just look incredible. This specific duck variant was a trophy that I really wanted. I'd seen a few people get them, I'd seen pictures of this variant posted, and I desperately wanted one. That reddish orange colour with the white underfeathers looks amazing. Just a stunning looking duck. And I always wanted to see one. And I saw her come in and land and I was like, there's no way that's a Leucistic. Just a really beautiful bird. Like I said, the sort of fiery reddish colours on the head, and then you move sort of underneath and you've got the sort of lighter orange and the white feathers right underneath. It's just such a stunning colour palette. What a beautiful rare. And like I said, it's a female, and it was a specific trophy that I really wanted, and it's a female, which is what I really love about the ducks. It's not all about, you know, big horns or big antlers like it is with some other species. You can have the males and females be equally cool because they don't have that. And it's just really awesome. And speaking of really awesome and dream trophies, right here in front of us has just landed a Leucistic male Eurasian Teal. Now, honestly, this guy came in and he landed originally under that little dock that you might have seen in the previous clip, and I could tell that it was a rare, and I tried to get a shot at him and the shot hit the dock because there's some sort of weird hitbox things with that dock, and it spooked him off and he was gone for ages and I had to keep resetting the time, and then finally he comes in and he lands so close. What an incredible looking bird. This was specifically the Leucistic variant that I really wanted for the Eurasian Teal. It's just so pretty. And from all the pictures that I'd seen, I thought that this was my favourite of the two. Just a gorgeous bird. That silvery colour is just stunning. And then you have the blue feathers rather than them being the, you know, the normal green colour. Just an incredible looking duck. Like, that is so pretty. Just stunning. And the way that you have sort of the white around the eyes and then the very shaped sort of grey stripe going sort of from sort of above the beak down the back of the head, it just looks so cool. That is just an amazing specimen. And I could not be happier. And like I said, when this guy spooked off, I was really panicking. You know, you lose a trophy duck in multiplayer, you miss the shot or whatever, it can be a real pain to get them to come back. And it was a real pain to get this guy to come back. It was so unfortunate that he ended up stuck under that dock originally, but thankfully with some time and patience and time resets he came back, and I was super glad he did. My first ever Leucistic male Eurasian teal. But to finish this video off, we have something that was completely unexpected. I wasn't even sat, I don't think, at this point with decoys out. And I saw a flock of Eurasian teal go overhead, and I saw one that just did not look right. It looked almost orangey yellow colour in the sky, and I basically kept an eye on them, and thankfully they actually landed on the opposite side of the water to where I was. So I used the boat, crossed over to this side of the water, and had to sneak up to this flock. And I could just make out through the grass that this one didn't look quite normal. And yeah, that is the other variant for a Leucistic Eurasian teal. That is absolutely incredible. Now, like I said, I thought the other variant was my favourite from all the pictures and everything I'd seen. But I got to see this guy, and I was like, they're equally stunning. I mean, wow. This guy is absolutely beautiful. And like I said, they just went overhead, and I saw that this one just didn't look quite right. It almost looked sort of like a female from underneath, but it was a level 2 male, and I was like, that one's different. And I just watched, waited for them to land, actually had to sort of walk and stalk the flock, and then finally managed to take this guy down. And he's a really good sized gold at 345.91. What an amazing trophy. Like, I am so stoked about this. And to end up, it's just so funny how Call of the Wild goes, right? I have spent all my time with hunting ducks since Revontouli came out, hoping that I would get a Leucistic male teal, because I thought they just looked so pretty. And I ended up with 3 blue hybrids and Leucistic females, and that's all I got. And then in the space, I think it was 3 days, that I ended up getting both Leucistic variants for male Eurasian teal. Like, I don't understand how that happens. You spent literally just such a long time, months and months and months, you know, since Revontouli released, so you can tell how long that's been, hoping I would see one of these guys, you know, either of the Leucistic variants, and then I get both within a couple of days. It's just, I don't understand Call of the Wild sometimes and how it goes with luck like that, but it's absolutely insane. And I love this variant so much because it's got like almost like a faint green marking on the head, almost like where the normal marking would be on a, you know, a common Eurasian teal, that green stripe on the head, but it's like a very faint green on the Leucistic, and it is there and it is visible. You can see as I'm tilting the head around here. But what a beautiful duck. And that's 2 beautiful Leucistics that can go side by side in the lodge. I've had such good luck with hunting ducks recently, and honestly, there's still some trophies out there I really want to get. I'd love to get a hybrid Eurasian Wigeon. I'd love to get the other variant for hybrid goldeneye, a hybrid green Eurasian teal to complete the collection. There's a few I still really want to get, but my gosh, have I gotten lucky getting 3 absolute dream rares in the Leucistic female tufted duck and the 2 Leucistic Eurasian teal males, but also the Leucistic male Eurasian Wigeon and all of the Leucistic females, and it's just been absolutely amazing. But that is going to be it for this video, so thank you so much for watching and for all your support as always. Again, I apologise so much for just the infrequency of videos at the moment. I'm recording this one today while I actually feel able to. I don't know sort of how often videos are going to be being put out at the minute because I am actually quite sick still. But I felt okay today, so I wanted to record this one and get this one out because, yeah, I've been really excited wanting to share these different duck trophies because to me these are some of my coolest trophies and I'm really excited about them. And just a huge thank you again for all your well wishes. I really do appreciate it. I am seeing doctors and stuff and, you know, trying to get better as best as I can and trying to rest as much as I can as well, but I really wanted to get this video out today, so really hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.